Hi everyone, welcome back to another Neon Surveys product review video. So this time we're heading down to Cork and meeting up with Caesar to have a look at the product offerings from Trimble. We're going to focus in this video on the GNSS product line and have a look to see what technologies they've built into their equipment and how it works. So let's hit the road, let's catch up with Caesar and let's find out more about the Trimble equipment. Hi Caesar, thanks for having us down today. It's brilliant to come and see what kit that Cork and Trimble are offering. So you've brought out today for us the R12i and the TSC7 controller. So can you just sort of run us through a bit more about it, the features, its capabilities and stuff like that?
Yes, absolutely. So first, yeah, thanks for coming over. It's my pleasure. Yeah, so the kit that you have here currently, it's the premium version of our GNSS, which is the R12i, and one of our field controllers, which is the TSC7. A bit about the R12i. So the R12i is actually the cumulative development of Trimble over the last 40 years. If you're familiar with Trimble's history, we had a different setup and have a different casing for the receiver, so we changed everything to magnesium because that helps with tracking signals. Also, for the last 40 years, the tracking systems, the mathematics, the building of the hardware that is able to capture signals just became better and better over time. So now we have something which is called probe point technology. And what our customers like about it is that this lets you take points accurately on the canopy, closer to buildings, but more importantly, repeatable. So it's not like you in the past where you do that thing where you have to go behind the tree and go back to measure a point. You don't have to do that anymore.
So when you've lost lock before, sort of come out and sort of get signal and try and run back in, that's a thing of the past now.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, no. You can repeatedly get measurements in tricky situations.
Which as a surveyor, I think that's paramount to us. It's not just about being able to measure it, but being measure it to a level of accuracy that we're all comfortable with. As a standard, it comes with all constellations, so we'll just give that as a standard to people. Have you ever got into that situation where you don't have an internet signal?
There's times certainly locations, say when you're getting down into the West Country where signal is very patchy. It becomes fun and games when you lose that internet signal. It's sort of, you're stuck really. So have Trimble got a solution to that?
Yeah, two actually. So one of the things that Trimble does for the customer, so we sell the subscription service for VRS, it's internet-based correction service system. Along with the service system, we offer customers the possibility to get a roaming SIM.
Okay.
It comes from Germany. What that does is, doesn't matter where you are in the world, or in this case in UK, you connect to the best network available in your region, whether it will be EE, Vodafone, whatever.
Okay, that's really useful.
E3, I think is the other one, which already helps a lot. So you don't have to carry 1 or 2 or 3 SIM cards with you all the time. And this thing we do is we have Trimble has a technology called Xfill, which is based off an overall service called RTX. And what it does is, instead of getting your corrections from a network station over the internet, you get your corrections from a few geostationary satellites, which cover the whole planet. What it does is, it doesn't matter where you are in the world, if you lose the internet signal, it will automatically switch to those corrections and it will let you work seamlessly to the same level of accuracy up to 10 minutes without internet. And if the internet resumes, it will just automatically
flick back.
Flick it back.
So those scenarios or locations where maybe on one part of the site you've got good signal and you go around somewhere else, and be it buildings, trees or whatever's blocking that internet signal, and it drops out, it will flick over onto onto the RTX correction, and then when you come back, it will come back to the internet. That's a really neat feature.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, it's all about making sure that people are able to do the job with minimum downtime as possible.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
So about the R12i. The one other thing that surveyors like, and it's useful. So if we can focus on this, I think. Flick this out. So all of the Trimble batteries for throw stations and GNSS, well, most of the controllers now, when you're picking them off the box, you can actually see how much battery is in there.
Okay.
So there's no guesswork on the batteries. You don't have to go through that game of the batteries is facing up or facing down. Do I have battery or I don't?
Or pick up a flat battery.
Pick up a
battery.
battery.
Oh, no,
it doesn't matter what hour it is. It doesn't matter what you're doing. You instantly know whether you can actually do the work or not.
Okay.
So,
and that's on all the batteries, both the
R12i, the S series, the X7
and the
scanner.
controllers as well.
Yeah, the TSE7
cool.
as well. Yeah,
that's really useful. That it's a quick flash. You can see how much survey time you've got almost.
Yeah. So Trimble is all about making sure that people are buy a kit and run away with it, and have the least risk factors that will prevent you from doing the work that you have to do.
Yeah.
So keep it simple. I like it simple.
Yeah. No, that's perfect.
Controller. So this is one of the versions of the controllers that we have. This one is the TSE7. So it's a Windows-based controller, Windows 10. So we actually have, it's essentially a computer with a proper keyboard here.
Yeah.
Nice big screen for people that want to have big screens. We have other versions, but this is the one that we are using today. Why is this important? Well, because it gives you a nice area of view for you to work with, and because it's Windows, you can load in everything else that you like. So
what, like your emails or
emails, Teams. So we use this to connect over Teams or TeamViewer all the time to speak with customers. So we can actually have Teams meetings on this.
So you could almost do away with the company laptop and just have this.
Some people actually use that as a company laptop. They will have Outlook installed here.
Yeah.
They will have your financing software, whatever loads here, so you can do a remote connection to something else over there.
Yeah. No, that's interesting to know.
Yeah, it's a really nice backup. Some people actually even use the Office software, Office survey software, on the same controller, because you're out and about. You have no resources in the office. It's going to take you a few hours.
Yeah.
You have the capacity to do it here as well.
Yeah.
And again, it just increases that redundancy, that capacity to get stuff done.
It's also nice to know you've almost got that backup there as well. If for whatever reason you were to forget to pick up, I don't know, power cable for your laptop and that dies, it's like, well, actually, I could jump on and use this. So that's a nice feature that it's Windows-based controller. So we've obviously got a couple of batteries in the back. I believe from what I've read they're hot swappable, is that the case?
Yeah. So they're hot swappable. This particular controller comes with 4 of them.
Okay.
Hot swappable. Yeah, this will give you easily more than a day's work. Same as with the R12i.
Yeah. No,
easily more than a day's work on both of them.
So we've sort of touched on obviously the ability for this GPS to work under tree canopies and stuff like that. Inevitably, if you're doing topo with GPS or even a total station for that matter, sort of getting into some features to measure them can be tricky because of obstacles or whatever, or things like that. What have you guys got in here in terms of making it easier, say, to get right into the corner of somewhere? Is there a solution built into this?
Yeah, so with the R12i, we've included a built-in IMU, okay, which basically lets you take measurements and stakeout points, doesn't that matter, in any inclination. And actually, the R12i is the most accurate receiver in that aspect.
Okay.
So you're looking at 0.4 of a mil for every degree of error that you add on.
Yeah.
But essentially what this lets you do is, if you want to measure a point like that, you can do it.
Yeah.
Not a problem. You can go all the way down. All you really need is visibility to the sky.
To the sky,
you know?
So scenarios where we've got, say, cars parked over manhole covers, we can tuck the end of it just
tuck on the end of it,
and get that. That's really
scenarios
useful.
where previously in the past to do corners of buildings, you will need to have measure like a 2-point offset or do this and do an offset.
Yeah.
Now you can just go go like this
the
and
point
instantly
in.
measure it. Yeah.
So it's measuring the point.
The point, yeah.
Not effectively the antenna.
No,
So yeah,
no,
that's
no. And here today I'm using like a fixed height pole, but obviously if you want to like get an extended pole, just get an extended pole.
Yeah.
Same thing.
No,
And again, it's all about giving the customers the ability to get more stuff done accurately and
reducing
and
time
reliably.
on site effectively and, and not losing that accuracy on your survey. So yeah. No, that's brilliant.
Yeah. Now reliability is a key thing with Trimble. Is making sure people are able to work every single time with no problems about connections and internet and Bluetooth. None of that. None of that stuff. Just crack on.
Yeah. Cool, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, I think, unless you can think of any other features in there that is worth talking about, I think probably the best thing to do is if we go out, sort of try and do a topo in the area and we'll put it through its paces, see what we can achieve. So,
let's go for it.
Cool, cheers. So there we go, there's a nice little overview of the technologies that are in the R12i and how it works on site. Now, it's actually been a couple of weeks since we filmed with Caesar, and we've actually had a unit on hire and used on a live job. So it's given us a real chance to have a full experience with the R12i and for Will and I to really sort of get our thoughts on what we think of it. So, as always, I like to sort of start with the negatives, end on the positives. So we can only really find a couple of downsides to it. The main one being with that TSC7 controller. Because of the size of the screen, it is a bit weighty, and the whole unit it does get a bit heavy, and a full day using it, you might start to feel it. But having said that, there are other options. There's the TSC5 and I think the TSC3, which are all smaller controllers, which again will reduce that weight and possibly eliminate that negative. So now on to the positives. So yeah, we really like the IMU in the device, so that you're not having to always make sure that the bubble is completely level, and you can get into sort of the corners of buildings, into hedges and stuff like that. It is really very much that you can forget about the bubble type thing. So that's a real plus for it. So the other positive that we found with it is the SIM card, actually, so that you're not having to worry about picking the best network, the right network. And we all know that mobile phone signals can be better in some areas on other providers and worse in other places. So having that SIM card that will jump to the strongest mobile phone signal, again, just one less thing to think about. That it's a brilliant little feature, that. Another element that we really like, and yeah, on all the batteries, is that battery indicator. Not having to sort of worry about picking up a flat battery. You can just check it there and then. It's a brilliant little feature, that. And then the final real positive that we found with this GPS kit is the TRX signal. That signal that enables you to get those measurements under trees, sort of really close up to buildings. It's brilliant. It's yeah, saves a lot of hassle, a lot of faffing around to have to back out of a building, get a signal, run in quickly, try and get your measurement. It just takes all that worry, stress and faff out of your day's surveying, so you're able to measure more in your day. So all in all, it's a really good bit of GPS kit, and yeah, we couldn't find too many negatives with it. So be interesting to see if you guys have got any experience with the R12i and what your thoughts are. Have we missed some negatives, or have we missed some positives about it? So yeah, drop some comments below. Let us know what you think of the R12i. And if you're interested in the kit, reach out to Corec or Caesar on their social medias, or give them a call. And if you want to see more videos from us like this, then sort of like, subscribe and comment below. And I've tagged a few other videos that you might be interested in, and yeah, we'll catch you all soon on the next video.